Hey everybody, welcome back behind the bar this evening. Tonight we are checking out what was one of the original whales I've been wanting to try for a long time from Kern River Brewing in Kernville, California. Citra double IPA. If you haven't heard of this, it is one of the highest rated IPAs out there. If not, at one time was the highest rated IPA. It's Beer Advocate top 25, I believe, still. We're pretty close to it. And yeah, I've been wanting to try this beer forever. Never been able to get a hold of it, but I was lucky enough that my buddy Lane was able to get some in the lottery, I believe is how he got it, and was able to get me a bottle with the help of Joe sending it to me. So I really appreciate it, guys. I've been wanting to try this beer forever and wouldn't have gotten it any other way. So I actually already opened it and got into a glass and started to smell it and realized I'm an idiot and hadn't hit record. So yeah, such is life. But thankfully I caught her. I would have been really pissed at the end. But I'm trying a new way to record tonight, so hopefully this goes off without a hitch, and I'm actually going to do some editing and stuff I've never done before, so we're going to test it on this video tonight. So hopefully it doesn't suck. If it does, it's the first time. So anyways, got into a glass. This is a Citra hopped double IPA. Just the nose. Oh, well, let me get back to this. I forgot I did this already. It just looks hazy as crap in the glass. You can't see through it. For a West Coast IPA, this is not West Coast looking at all. This looks like it came straight from New England, from Vermont, or from Massachusetts or New York, somewhere in there is what it looks like to me. Poured out with about a finger and a half, just bright, fluffy head. Definitely some alcohol legs on the glass, and some good lacing already. What is the 8% flat ABV on this, so it's definitely up there, but in that double IPA category for sure. But it looks beautiful. But if you know me and you've watched many of my videos, Citra, love you. You and Mosaic are just my favorites. But Citra's delicious, and I can't wait to see what she smells like. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's Citra. Huge melon, mango, getting some strawberry in there. Pineapple, tangerines, just a citrus bomb. There's a little bit of bitterness in this, but it's very, very little. It's mostly just it's just a juice bomb. This does not smell West Coast at all. I can see why back when this was released, years ago, that this was a huge, different change of pace, because this is very New England smelling to me. It takes that Citra aroma of like a King Sue or a big Citra hop beer and just takes it to even the next level. This is just sweet juice amazingness. I can't wait to try this beer. So without further ado, Lane and Joe, thank you, gentlemen, very much. Cheers. Oh, yeah. First thing, great mouthfeel. It's got a medium to creamy mouthfeel. It's definitely up there. This actually reminds me a lot of King Sue. A lot of King Sue. It's just got that melon, grapefruit bitterness, and just grapefruit peel pithiness to go along with like mango. I'm getting that strawberry still, kind of like a more earthier, dustier fruit. Orange for sure, definitely orange. Actually, that drink right there, it tasted like I just ate just a piece of orange, just ate it. It's kind of what it tasted like. Mango in there, definitely pineapple for sure. But there's definitely a bitterness to it. It's got some West Coast aspects that I like. The finish is that grapefruit bitterness to me. I did abrasive last night, and my thoughts on that were very abrasive. And that was just over. It's kind of that same grapefruit, bit into it bitterness, but everything else around it works with it, and it becomes part of the beer, and it just finishes with that bitterness, but it's part of just that amazing Citra and just the grain, the malt bill on this beer. It just balances it all out. But it's not over the top bitter, not over the top juicy. It's extremely balanced, extremely juicy. This is a New England beer brewed on the West Coast, except this was done first, for what I understand. So this is kind of the beer that kind of started it, and I can see why this had whale status for so long, and still does. It's still hard to get a hold of, very hard to trade for. Man, I like this. This is kind of like, actually, you know what this reminds me a lot of? from a bitterness to juiciness like balance is dinner. This is a little more citra forward than that beer is. With that beer, you got more like juiciness, especially on the nose. It was a little more pungent, but this is very similar to that beer. I could see if you added like a little mosaic or something to this, it would balance it out and maybe give you a very similar beer. But this is killer. This is killer. Wow. I'm so glad I got a hold of a bottle of this. Thank Lane. Seriously, man. Wow. So let's see what it says. Citrus, mango, and pineapple aromas abound. I guess it wasn't that far off. But make no mistake, there is no fruit here, just a serious dry hop arrangement of Citra and Amarillo. So it does have Amarillo as well. We just put enough malt backing to balance out the flavor. Love it. But Citra Double IPA is as close to getting chewing on a hop vine. It gets to chewing on a hop vine. Enjoy this one fresh, at least while you can get your hands on it. I don't actually know what the date is on this. Kind of bothers me. I know it's fresh. I think this got released in the last couple weeks. So I think like in November maybe, or the very, very end of October. So we're still less than a month, I think, on this. This is killer. I love this. And I think I'm starting to get, as this warms up, a little bit more peachiness, for sure. I'm getting more of the mango peachy aspects of it. I actually have this a little colder than I normally would in IPA if I knew it was going to be like this. I knew nothing about this beer going in. I just knew it was supposed to be crazy good, and I always want to try crazy good IPAs. But as this is starting to warm, it's kind of got some of those New England aspects to it where I'm starting to pick up some more fruits, starting to get some peach, starting to get some more mango. The pineapple and orange are still there. And the bitterness is dying a bit, which that tends to happen with these beers. No, for 8%, no alcohol, unless kind of that bittering I'm getting on the back end. Maybe some of that's like some alcohol like tinge, but I don't think so. I think it's just the bitterness from this beer. But definitely getting some peach, probably from the Amarillo hops, I would imagine. And then everything else is just pounding it with Citra. I've talked about it long enough. What do I think? I'm going to give this a 99 out of 100. It's right there. It's just got a little, God, I mean, it's really close to 100. It's like a 99. If I was going to do that, 99 plus, I mean, it's right there, 99 to 100. This is phenomenal. This is a great beer. People that don't like West Coast, this has got a little more bitterness, which I love from time to time if done right. And this is probably the best. This is the best West Coast made IPA I've ever had. This is better than Pliny. This is better, I mean, name it. This is better than any of them that I've had from the West Coast by far. Anything I've had from Beechwood, anything I've had, other stuff I've had from Kern River, Russian River, Lost Abbeys, whatever their hop series that they do is under a different name. Yeah, it's the best that I've had. So right in that range is where I'll leave it. If you can get a hold of this, get it now. Drink it while it's fresh. If not, try and get in the lottery for the next time. I think they do this release once a year, I think. So do it now. So I'll leave it there, guys. Thanks for coming behind the bar. Thanks for watching. Thanks for the likes. Thanks for the subscribes. Kern River Brewing Company Citra Double IPA. We're going 99 out of 100 here behind the bar. Until next time, guys. Cheers.